like a CNN intro. Bam, 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 boom.
I think we could work on an intro. Pete, do we have an intro? We don't have an intro. Anyway, how's it going, guys? If anybody is watching, hello, Brandon. I love your cup.
Hey, honey.
So this is a new little series we're going to try and do. We're trying to get it going to go half regular, at least maybe once or twice a week. Coffee with Coach, an opportunity to just chat and see if anybody has any questions they want us to ask. We'll kind of throw out some news, some cool things that are happening in Fighting Fit, and we'll kick it off from there. So first things first, Brandon, how are you doing?
I am great. I am fantastic. I have a little bit of a foot injury at the minute, but I'm doing good.
And how was your work day? What was the crack? Many working out this morning?
Was there many working out this morning? Yeah, it was actually a nice few number this morning. What do we have? We had about 12 in the first two classes, and then it was Sam took over from there.
Lovely. So if anybody doesn't know, we are still doing live sessions. We are making the best of a bad situation. We are making, making lemons. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So we still have got 6 live sessions on every single day, live from the studio with our clients, keeping them accountable, keeping them working, keeping them feeling good. And that's kind of what we do. It's our thing.
Also, one of the clients was making low-cal lemon cake with lemons. So,
there you go. Sounds even better than lemonade.
I know what I was thinking. I was like, no, change that saying.
So guys, if anybody is watching live in any of our Facebook groups, there's Sabrina. Good morning, Sabrina. Anybody has any questions, feel free to chime in at any time. There's Sabrina's coming up on the screen. It's pretty cool. I'm loving this new software you have. It makes us look super professional. It looks like we have our own news channel.
It literally does. Over to you, Tom.
Over to you, Pete. Pete, just roll that footage there of the new Kickstarter challenge. Look at that.
Love it.
That's cool. When you're good, you're good. When you're good, you're good. How are you doing anyway, Sabrina? You well?
Our one listener.
Yeah. No, we got 18 viewers as of right now, which is not too bad. Kicking things off up to 19. So guys, anybody watching, if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the competition in the comment box below. I said we do have a new Kickstarter challenge starting on Monday. Okay, so we're just coming into the last week of our current Kickstarter challenge. So there should be a link around here somewhere where you can click. You can watch that video that's coming up on the screen, get more information, book a call, and let's see if it's going to be a good fit for yourself. We're not this kind of place that we take on hundreds and hundreds of new clients every month. We do a lot of one-on-one coaching with our clients, on nutrition coaching, a lot of accountability coaching. So we don't take on a huge amount of people. Every coach will never take on any more clients than they can manage that and deliver a really good personalized service too. So jump on a call. Let's have a chat. Let's see if it's going to be a good fit. Let's see if we can help you reach your goals. All right.
I actually had to break some hearts there during the week.
Why? What happened? People just wasn't a good fit.
No. I had to offload some clients because obviously, like I said, it's like I'm starting to reach that capacity. Well, I think I reached the capacity a while ago, but because of obviously COVID and all this kind of stuff, I had a lot of free time. But now, with new systems and challenges in place and all this kind of stuff, my time's starting to fill up. So I had to offload some clients onto some of the other coaches, and some long-term clients were kind of a little bit devil. So
you're a man in high demand. Just the message to any other clients: if you're not engaging, if you're not answering their messages, you'll be offloaded. If you don't engage, you don't utilize it, you will be moving on with somebody else, because Brandon is a man in demand. Who do we got? Facebook user guys. Some people, if you're commenting in any of our Facebook groups that this video is live and we can't necessarily see who's commenting, we just see watch a comment. There should be a link to kind of verify your name so we can see who's actually asking the question. I'll pull up my phone as well in the Facebook group to see if I can get the name. So whoever said, hey lads, I'm good, and whoever said, hey, I don't know who it is, but it's great that you're commenting. Who do we got?
Jack Hurley.
What have you got? In the new gym, will we be able to stay after class, do some extra boxing and stretching? Because we got all the kind of, it's going to be the exact same model as before, so everyone's still going to be instructor led. So there's not going to be kind of open gym. Everyone's kind of results orientated. It'll be a purpose of each class. So the short answer is no.
What there is actually is the upstairs section and facility. So you might be able to, again, look guys, we haven't even got a run of the place yet. We'll get more of a vibe for, people in, people out. It will change, obviously, depending on COVID and all that kind of stuff. But there is an area upstairs where we are trying to turn it into a kind of a pre-workout area where you can maybe go up and do your mobility and your foam roll and all that kind of stuff. There will also be a little hangout area downstairs, obviously, near the shop. And so you can chill out there. But as I said, no unassisted or unguided workouts, because that's just not what we're about.
Yeah, everything we do is instructor led, instructor focused, results focused. Hey, but I said, yeah, if there is a crow, we will have like the crow's nest upstairs, or whatever we're going to call it, the
crow's nest. I love it.
The balcony, something like that. And again, that's where we're going to have loads of cool, like we'll have loads of yoga equipment, loads of stretching equipment, all that stuff. So anyone who does want to come in and do a little bit of an extra warm up or cool down, you can do all that stuff up there as well. Is a new gym more CrossFit focused? Yeah, it will be kind of CrossFit is a kind of way to say it's kind of more functional fitness. Okay, so it's going to be more functional fitness. So there will be a lot of a lot of weightlifting. I said we've got a 10-bay rig with barbells, so that's going to be pretty fun. We'll have more equipment. We'll be able to skip finally. So there'll be loads and loads of stuff. There'll be rings. We'll be doing dips, we'll be doing double unders, we'll be doing clean the press, all that fun stuff. So CrossFit is a kind of way, but it's going to be more functional fitness oriented. It'll be a little bit of everything. CrossFit is great.
Exactly, that's the kind of thing. It's like I feel like you have to separate CrossFit the brand from CrossFit the exercise type. So basically, what CrossFit is it's cross fitness. It's fitness. So it's like, look, some people are weightlifters, some people are cardio kings, other people are Pilates or mobility enthusiasts,
gymnasts.
Exactly, and we want to basically. And what CrossFit basically did was they tried to create a system whereby you could be fit across all areas, and that's essentially kind of what we believe to be the best in it, because that's what you're going to be able to serve most people with. Whereas if you want to be a little bit more specific, it's like, well, maybe we should go down that specific road.
Yeah, and what we're trying to do, is we're trying to marry kind of functional fitness or CrossFit with boxing, so kind of bringing that self-defense element and that little bit of kind of martial arts into it, and blending all these things together to create our own kind of brand of things, our own way of doing things, put our own little stamp on it. Guys, anybody watching the video, do feel free to like it, share it. We really appreciate it. Kind of the more likes and shares, the better. It really helps us get our message out and reach more people. So that would be pretty cool. I hope that answered your question, Kerry. And Jack, guys, any more questions, feel free to shoot them on. As this is the last week of the current Kickstarter challenge that kicked off, I think it was mid-January. We started 18th of January was the start date. We're week 5. Some people are absolutely smashing it. I actually am super excited now for the next Kickstarter challenge start on Monday. One of the main reasons is obviously the lockdowns. Listen, we're just making the best what we can. Like, we really do have the best option available from what I can see anyway. But it's going to be super because of the change in the weather. I think that is going to even make it easier and hopefully help people get more results. Because obviously, the 10,000 steps or Meet Up 24/7. This is kind of a core part of our program, getting people to live a healthy lifestyle. And obviously, today is a beautiful day. It's much easier to do it on a nice day than maybe a not so nice day.
That's a great point. I was literally out for a walk today already, whereas I hadn't been out for like a walk during the day, unless the weather was absolutely pitch perfect.
Yeah. No, I seen your Instagram out with Baba. So Brandon, just because you're our challenge manager, you're kind of keeping in line everybody in the Kickstarter challenge. Any kind of things to note? Any shout outs? Anyone doing exceptionally well? And you want to?
Well, I have actually a load of screenshots, and I will go through just a list of shout outs. Generally, everybody is absolutely smashing it. Obviously, there's some people, as with always, who are engaging a little bit more. So, their results are a little bit more upfront. But now with the challenge over, we'll be digging deep into everybody's profile and kind of getting a rundown. We'll have some percentages and numbers of, what was the success rate of the Kickstarter. But it seems to be that everybody's doing really, really well. This has been my favorite Kickstarter, maybe apart from the first one, that probably on par. Fantastic energy. I think that I was expecting a little bit more of a pullback, but it's the exact opposite. People are so sick of the rut now at this stage, like they are aggressively getting after it. Like it's fantastic. The engagement this time around has been brilliant. The cooperation for everybody to adapt to the new system. It was basically like, we have the program in place, but this was just that little bit of lift that everybody needed. It was just to kind of pull them out of the rut. So it was like, there's 3 levels to it. Firstly, there's the rut, which you're not doing anything. And then there's the monotony of just a normal program. You're kind of like, I'm going through the motions. And then the challenge. This was exactly what people needed to kind of bring them up to that next level and start taking it seriously. You know what I mean? Because I feel like for the last year and a half, for most people, it's kind of been like, I'm doing okay to tread water. And this time around, when people jumped on the Kickstarter, said, you know what it is, I'm not going to settle for that. I'm really going to go above and beyond. It was really nice to kind of engage with people who had that energy to go forward, because again, it's nobody's fault, but people are just, I kind of feel like treading water a little bit. Life's a little bit hectic, understandably, and they're not as focused on specific weight loss goals. They want to leave things a little bit vague because they're managing other stuff and all this kind of stuff. But this group of individuals, people who did the Kickstarter, absolutely smashed it. So I do have a few honourable shout-outs that are worth mentioning, a good few. All right, Karen Long down 6.1 kg, all right, on the last week. So she got 0.2 of a kilo to go, which I'm sure this was all on Monday, guys. So Karen Long hit her goal, absolutely smashed it. Louise Callan, 6.2. So again, another 0.1 off, and this is with a week to go.
And sorry to cut in there, Brian, just to kind of give people perspective, because I know everyone's kind of used to stones and pounds. Like 6 kilos, 6.35 kilograms is a stone. So these are all people who've hit nearly the 1 stone target in 5 weeks, which is really, really good. So
again, with that said, 1 kilo, 2.2 pounds. So 6.3 is the goal, as Stephen said. So Shane Dillon, 7 kilo down. This is on Monday, and he's still going strong. Claire Coleman down 4.7. Again, fantastic. And so I feel like that's worth mentioning. Some of these people who maybe aren't getting dramatic results, they're not hitting the stone just yet. They're lean beans as it is. You know what I mean? I myself, I haven't hit the stone yet. I think I was down 5 kilo as of yesterday. Not yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. And again, we're lean enough as it is already. So obviously, you're going to be a little bit of a slower loser.
And just to cut in there, Brian, as well. Like, I think people forget like how much weight you actually have to lose to go from somebody who's in good shape to somebody who's shredded. Not to say it being shredded is anybody's goal. I feel like the way things are now with COVID, I think like just keeping up a good healthy routine and not going too off the rails with the nutrition and working out 4 or 5 times a week and getting out into nature, getting a few steps, and really is enough for a lot of people, and that kind of is enough of a stretch. But at the same time, there's a lot of people there who are just literally sick or feeling like shit, and they want to get that stone or that 20 pounds off that they've lost. And that's kind of where we come in, and we're here to help. We do have our more kind of lifestyle oriented program, but the Kickstarter program is there for people who want that. They want that kickstart. They want to hit the ground running. They want to put a little bit of petrol on the fire, and they want to kind of smash the first couple of weeks. And then the beautiful thing about our Kickstarter program is, you move straight into a maintenance phase after. It's not a 6-week program where, say, like you come in, you lose a load of weight, and then you feck off. Anybody who does our Kickstarter program, they must commit to 12 weeks because we are very, very serious about maintaining results. We will not be the place that people come to lose a lot of weight in a short period of time just to gain it all back. If you're not willing to commit for at least 12 weeks, again, one reason to get you on the phone call because it's probably not going to be a good fit.
Yeah, and again, I have some people who, their weight hasn't moved the whole pile. Generally, that's happened as well. You have somebody and they're nursing 2.5 kilo, but again, they're really lean. And something that you have to take in consideration as well is like some people aren't willing. There's Sam. Fair play to Sam.
Just getting her water. She's keeping herself hydrated. 2 liters, 2 to 3 liters a day.
And so with these kind of people, it's like, look, there will come a point where you don't want to give any more steps and you don't want to eat any less food or any less calories. And look, that's fine too. You know what I mean? But you don't, like, again, if you want to lose weight, it's as simple as calories in, calories out. Now, to say it's as simple as calories in, calories out doesn't always mean that making that equation work is a simple thing. It can be quite hard. You have a job, you have a family, you've got kids, responsibilities, and then your own emotions to regulate. So it's quite complicated, but the equation is simple. It's like you need to manage your calories in, your calories out. If your weight's not dropping, either we've got the variables of salt, of water, of glycogen, of your time of the month. We've got loads of stuff to kind of contend with, as well as that you might be building muscle because you're also weight training or doing body weight training, and so you're losing fat at the same time. So it's quite a complicated process, and for some people the scales might not be a direct reflection of the effort you put in, but that doesn't mean that the effort is not paying off. The fantastic thing about the world that we live in is that when you do put in the effort 100% of the time, you will be rewarded with some kind of results, except for once in a blue moon where, unfortunately, it hailed on your crops. That's just what happens. Every once in a while, something will come up. Like you just start a Kickstarter challenge, you're going really well, and the next thing, God forbid, there's a death in the family and all, kind of goes to pot. But if you
just less tragic, you just get an injury or, something happens to kids or something along the lines of that. What I find is a really good thing to do is giving people, what we do in our program is giving people more opportunities for success. So instead of just, I'm only successful when I'm losing weight in the scales, which is the kind of the narrow focus a lot of people have when it comes to these kind of journeys. What we do is, we got weight loss, we got body fat loss, we got inches, we got progress photos, we got personal best and fitness, we got habit-based goals. So there's so many opportunities to win that even if one area might not necessarily be going the way you want, there's other areas that you can win into. But for a lot of people, if you have to lose a lot of weight, the weighing scales can be the canary in the coal mine. There's the new facility, the canary in the coal mine. It's like if you're not losing weight, say 2 weeks in a row, you're probably not following the program as good as you think you are. You get what I'm saying? It's like if you're not losing weight, you're probably not in a calorie deficit, and that it just means that we can nip these things in the bud as early as possible, rather than letting somebody go 2-3 weeks doing the same thing, not getting any results. Whereas weigh-ins are very simple, very easy to do. So that's why they can be good. They're not the be-all and end-all, but if you got a lot of weight to lose, the weight should be going down unless you're gaining a crazy amount of muscle, which most people are not.
Exactly, 100%. And so again, you're an exception to the rule very, very rarely.
Yeah.
And so, guys, again, back with the shout out. So, Catherine Malloy down 3.7 kilo. Can I say already, Catherine, she was on the podcast, guys. Definitely check out the podcast with me and Cathy Malloy. She's already lost a sensational amount of weight. And again, she's already what most would consider in shape and a lean bean. And she's after losing another 3.7 kilos. So, absolutely amazing effort there. Niall Coburn,
she's going for personal best, and she's kind of pushing for a black t-shirt and stuff. Now she's kind of we give out the black t-shirt. The black t-shirt is the best version of herself. So in terms of kind of physically, kind of body composition and fitness goals, she's pursuing some really, really incredible fitness goals right now, and she's kind of trying to get herself lean and shredded. So fair play to her. She's one of our hardest workers by a mile.
And I know she has a couple of injuries at the minute as well. So again, there's no excuses with Cathy. Absolutely never an excuse.
I said the planets, and the beautiful thing about working with a coach, the plan can always be adapted and customized to you and your individual needs and circumstances.
Yeah, people are always looking to freeze membership and pause memberships. Like, just keep going. Just keep going. Stop quitting. There's no point putting tools down. Putting tools down aren't going to help. Change tools.
Yeah.
All right.
You need a fair one.
Niall Coburn, 8.1 kg down. All right. So, absolutely sensational. What's that? About 18 pounds. All right. Amazing. Carol O'Hanlon, 4.9 kg in the challenge so far. And again, we're still in the final week. So absolutely savage. Last week she lost 1.3 kilo. Amazing. Liz Flanagan, 6.8 kilo. This is sensational stuff, guys. I'm not sure, again, if you guys are taking this on board for how much effort and consistency this takes. 7.1 stone, guys. This is win after win after win on this challenge. It's basically a fat loss machine. You put in money and you take a stone out. All right. This could be you if you're watching this, guys. And you want to lose the weight, jump on the challenge. All right. Guaranteed success.
Or your money back. And that's something else that we did. If you follow the program, don't lose the road, we will give your money back as well.
100%. And then we have Jim Murray down 6.1. So this man is on the precipice with a week to go. Paddy, 8 kg down. So again,
Paddy,
17 pounds. Amazing. M. McShane, 8.2 kilo. Smashing it. Who do we have? Let me see. That's everyone. And
just big shout out to Teresa Coburn as well, Niall's wife, who put in the group yesterday that she's down to the weight she was. I think she had on her wedding day years ago, and she said she never thought she could get back there. Just goes to show there's incredible things happening. And we're kind of obviously we're saying this in a sense that can let people know, like, listen, we are good at our job. We've been doing this for a long time. If you need help, like, we are, a very good place to go. I feel like we've got the best online program that I've seen, where all the live sessions, all the customization, the one-on-one coaching, all that stuff.
And again, it also just goes without saying, it's like, look, if you want coaching and attention, if you want somebody, if you want to be left alone, we're probably not the place for you. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to go off and do your own thing, it's like, why would you hire a coach? It's like, it's a coach's job to push you. It's a coach's job to try and get the best out of you. It's a coach's job to, for talk's sake, you say something like, I will never be that size again. Like, I'll never fit into that wedding dress size again. It's our job to be able to go, stop talking yourself out of your dreams. Yeah, you can do this if you believe it and put in the work. I've seen people just like you achieve an awful lot more. You can definitely do it if you push yourself and you put the work in. And sometimes that's all really you need. It's like I have it all the time where, like, one of you guys will break one of my limiting beliefs, or even one of the clients. Remember, Louise said it to me. Louise Dillon. She was saying to me about the ice bath or the going swimming in the water. I was like, oh no, I'm not going swimming in the water. I'm not doing any of that. She's like, what does he always say, Brandon? The things we don't like, we do twice. Yeah, and so nice. I'll probably end up in the sea with Louise at some stage over the next year. And so this is what it's all about. It's literally all about challenging your beliefs, becoming the best version of yourself, and making sure that you put your phone on silent when you're going on a live call.
That's me. I'm always going to jump in there, Brandon. Like, just as you said, like, two people do really well with coaches I found. Like, so one is obviously the absolute beginner. The person doesn't really know where to get started. They're stuck in a rut. They don't know how to get going. But the second person that does really well is that person who's chasing the best version of themselves. They've started, they've got some pretty good results, but they're trying to really see what they're capable of. There's a reason Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt, all these top performers, business, sports, all different industries in life have coaches and mentors, because people who have coaches, get the best results. A coach's job is to help you get there in the right way and faster. So you could probably do it on your own, but if you need that little bit of help, that's kind of what we're here for. So anybody, guys, if you're watching this, please hit that like button, share with your friends. If you're interested, click that link, watch the video. Said it would genuinely be our absolute pleasure to help. We've been kind of hustling the whole way through this pandemic. I know it's been absolutely mad. I know everybody has different feelings and thoughts on it. I'm very outspoken on it. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. These are the cards we're dealt. We can play the hand as best we can, or we can sit at home and cry about it. That's not our kind of attitude. That's not our mentality about it. We will always make the best of what we have. We will always adapt and overcome and do the best to serve our clients and to serve our community in the best possible way we can.
100%. And honestly, love every single minute of it. I mean, it's such a fantastic thing. And obviously, much like every job, it's got its challenges and it's hard at times. And there's times where you just kind of feel like, when you feel like you're treading water, feel like the clients a little bit, but then again, it's that's when you have to ramp things up. That's when you have to make things fresh. And that's kind of one of the things that I find that, it's nice to have a structured program, a program where there is that little bit of variety, where there is that thing that when you feel like you're starting to tread water, that you can reach in, grab a challenge and go to that next level. Otherwise, again, you just stay in that comfort zone. You're never going to get any better. You're never really going to grow. And, that's what's the point of doing that? What is it? Ali said, a man who thinks the same way when he's 30 as he did, or when he's 40 as he did when he's 30, wasted 10 years of his life. And something I believe is like, if you can perform the same way now as you could, 2 years ago, it's like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. You know what I mean? You might as well be improving. And again, as they say, progress is happiness.
Yeah, I genuinely believe that the path to true happiness is the path of self-actualization. Anybody knows things like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like this. Once you kind of get all your basic necessities covered, food, shelter, love, all this stuff, and then it kind of moves on things like social connection. But then at the top of the pyramid is self-actualization, and self-actualization is becoming the best version of yourself. That's kind of what truly makes people happy, knowing that you're making a difference out in the world. And I said, we are blessed. We found this industry, we found kind of careers that we really love. I said, I could do this every day, and it's not about the money. You obviously need the money to pay the bills, but it's just a fantastic industry to be in, and like the reviews and stuff that we get are incredible to keep us going. So anybody has left nice reviews, we really do appreciate it. And anybody we've helped, it has been our absolute pleasure.
I know it's crazy because like in some levels, obviously, like we have had our challenges, especially with membership and all that kind of stuff. But the fact that like we kept growing, we 110% kept growing during this, because it was like, right, okay, people who maybe don't want to continue on the program because the program that they signed up to, in their view, has changed. It's like, well, that just opens up a bracket to help other people who are now stuck at home, in this rut. And so, look, that's fine. It's like, if the needs change, we'll change.
Yeah, 100%. Even just there yesterday, we've signed up a couple of new work with some sports teams maybe. So if anybody has a sports team, you want to get somebody and get the team together. I said, maybe the coach doesn't feel too comfortable leading a session on class. So one of our coaches of like yourself, fantastic energy, know exactly what they're doing, can lead a really, really good productive session on Pilates, yoga, some high intensity training, whatever, some circuit training, whatever you want to do. And as well as that, we've also got a new client as well for beginners yoga, kind of to focus on posture to help people de-stress and work on the posture, who are now working from home remotely, and just to break up the day for them a little bit. So if you're interested in them things, again, feel free to reach out. As I said, we're doing everything we can to help people improve their lives, improve their health, improve their fitness. The same thing we've always done, and I think it's more important now than ever. I feel when a lot of people are offloading the responsibility of our health under the government, expecting the government to come in and help. I feel like, listen, we need to double down, be healthier, more resilient, have more vitality, and be more resistant to these new health challenges that we're facing in 2021.
And something again, I feel like a massive factor to take into consideration is, like, obviously, look, there's a couple of factors and areas now that are in your control, and then there's a couple that aren't in your control. One, obviously, been out of your control is your age. I think you can't control your age. If you're vulnerable because your age is like, look, cocoon yourself. That's probably a good idea for you. If you're obese, a great idea would be to join the Kickstarter challenge, stop identifying as an obese person, and change your life. Because I literally was listening to a podcast the other day, and there was a young fella who was 22 years of age who died of COVID, and he was morbidly obese. 22. And look, guys, the science is very, very clear with this one. When COVID came out, we basically said, okay, so what the crack was with the Spanish flu it was the young, the fit, and the healthy that were dying. All right, that's, so maybe start eating chocolate and getting older quicker. But with this one, it's very clear. It's like, if you have a compromised immune system, this thing goes to town. And if you are overweight in today's society, I feel like it's too normalized. It's like, you need to stop being obese. This is something that you can control. Obesity, in my eyes, it's the new smoking. It's like, look, we used to smoke back in the day because it gave you a buzz, it gave you a good feeling, and then we figured out, oh no, it's very bad for us. And now it's just the exact same thing. It's like, look, we get a buzz when we sit and we eat Dominoes, and that's fine. But it's like, look, you cannot be so unbalanced and expect to be healthy as well. That's just not how it works. It's like, there is a cost to everything that you do. And now, in this day and age, we have to take into consideration that our relationship, or just, the way that we interact with food, how it's normalized in society, and alcohol probably plays a big role here as well. Alcohol and food have a lot to answer for in terms of creating a massive calorie.
There's that phone again.
And a massive calorie surplus. And again, that's combated with, we have sedentary lifestyles now. People are locked down to their desk, and if you cannot change the fact that you're locked down to your desk, you're going to have to change your relationship with food. I think now more than ever should be a massive wake-up call for a lot of people.
And I feel, again, it's just about playing the numbers game. It's like, we all know the research is absolutely clear that if you are obese, you increase your chance of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, statistically significant, double, triple your risk factor. So it's like, you might as well play the numbers game. If you're going to a casino, if you're going to go in there and you're going to be obese, it's like, well, the chance of you losing are a lot higher than somebody who's fit and healthy. And it's just about, it really all comes down to your habits and your lifestyle. And a lot of people just want to get rid of the responsibility. You have to take responsibility. That is something that you are directly in control over. Genetics and stuff play a little bit of a factor. But maybe we're talking carrying an extra 5-10 pounds. There's no excuses apart from lifestyle for carrying an extra 3, 4, 5 stone. It really is down to the lifestyle that you're living. And again, if you're ready to take responsibility for it, because it all starts with personal responsibility, we can give advice and stuff. And again, I've been there. I'm not kind of preaching, but I've been a fat, 3, 4 stone overweight myself. I know these ruts are easy to fall into, and I know what the habits look like. But it's only when you take responsibility. Again, people can have the best will in the world. Your mom, your dad, everyone want to help you, but until you decide you want to make the change, it's all up to you.
But it's the same thing as well. It's like, again, I don't want to play the blame game. It's not the blame game. It's not pointing fingers and saying, here, look, you're a bad person. But it is literally about saying, it's like, look, I don't mind being the fella that called you out on it. And again, I have people very close to me that I call out on a regular basis. Like, look, I care enough about you to address this elephant in the room. When everybody else is kind of coddling to you and pandering to you and telling you that it's okay. It's like, I don't mind being the arsehole. I don't mind you not liking me if it means that you get better. I don't mind you not liking me because
it's better. Sorry, it's better it's better to not like you than to not like yourself. And that's one of the key pieces. I think it's very, very important, because I know my mental health was a fraction of what it is today because I hated what I saw in the mirror. Not just kind of not liked it. I hated what I see in the mirror every day. And you have to get up every day. You've got to wash your face. You've got to have a shower. You got to look at yourself every once in a while. And the impact of that across, your relationships and your confidence and playing sports and being out in the world and careers and all this stuff, it's huge. I think it's much easier to change your body fat percentage than it is to try and hide it constantly and trying to, and the shame and the guilt complex that for me personally came along with it, So I think take responsibility for it. Literally in a couple of months, you can whip a couple of stone off and you'll be feeling immensely better about yourself. And again, this is just based on years and years of our experience and the experiences of our clients. Everybody feels better. They feel happier, feel more confident, fitter, energy levels better, relationships are better, sex lives are better. Everything's better when you feel good about how you look. And you feel fit and you're full of vitality.
You see it again and again with the celebrities who are overweight and and glamorized being overweight, especially some of these. I think I've seen what do you call these models? The X size models or plus size models? Plus size.
No, plus size. Plus size is only just kind of different body shapes. But there's some of these people are promoting something that I think is not a healthy thing to be promoting. It doesn't mean they should be necessarily ashamed of it, but it's in terms of promoting, I think it's probably not a good idea.
Okay, exactly, and that's kind of the bubble and the rut that they're in. And then what happens is they get out of it, and then what ends up happening is they start pushing the health and fitness lifestyle because they're like, actually, you know what it is? This is the way forward. Steve, we're going to have to get off.
Cool, guys. Listen, I appreciate everybody that came on. Any likes or comments or whatever, like, feel free to throw them below. We will get back to you later on. I'll be on text, and if you're interested in Kickstarter channel, click that link, and hopefully we'll see you again maybe in a couple of days or next week. We'll try and get a more consistent routine with these Coffee with Coach. Cheers, Brandon.
See you there, guys. Best of luck. Thank you. Bye-bye.